All right, thanks for checking in. Hey, I was in the process of replacing the scales on my CRKT Katana when I thought to myself, hey, I should probably do a video on this. Other people might be interested, okay? Katana, I bought this about 2 months ago, and, you know, I love the idea of the katana. I'm half Japanese, and I've always loved the katana swords and all that, right? But I do like the smaller fixed blades. You know, I have the Azula 2, great knife, right? And a couple other ones I'm not going to drag out because it's primarily just on the scales here. So these scales are made by Flytanium. They just came out. They're called the Flex scales, G-10 versions, and I believe right now micarta versions. So this is the Jade G-10. And I'm half in the process. I mean, from here you can see what it looks like. But what I did was, let me take those off. So there's the difference on how much more you get if you order these scales, all right? I haven't put it all together, but just slapping that on and holding it, I'm like, oh, these are gonna be sweet, okay? So you can see, you definitely have a little extra off to the side that slopes down, which will help that for your pinky finger, I guess. You can lose the lanyard or add one if you want, okay? But let me do this. So I take off the scales and I can kind of show you what's going on here. So on the non-presenting side, I guess they call it the right-hand side of the scale versus the left is the one that has the grooves cut out already to fit on the tang, all right? So that thing slaps on. Got to put the 2 screws in, but I'm going to tell you what, just showing you right now, I mean, that gives you the extra, plus with this particular blade configuration for the Minimalist, you do have the jimping. This is definitely more of a better handled knife than before, okay? My thoughts too were, you know, I wanted to buy this knife and I always thought that the scales looked funny on it. It just didn't. You know, it's a longer blade than the other Minimalists with the same, I believe, handle, right? Some of the other smaller ones, it looks perfect. But this, I thought was, you know, the balance wasn't right, okay? So I used the Katana for, I don't know, a couple good weeks, carried it and so forth. It's a great knife. I'm not going to go all into the ins and outs on the metal and all that, okay? But I think that I've taken this knife to another level just with adding these Flytanium scales because it's a better fitting knife in your hand. Totally. Okay. And even, again, I didn't screw this apart, or together, the retention is still there with this one, you know? And I've watched some other videos. People said that, you know, this the Katana fits in their sheath easier, but it retains its strength with this particular one because they did some different things here on the sheath itself. So not a long video. I mean, taking it apart, you know, T6, 2 bolts here, underneath 2 screws, then you go to town. So again, I thought that I would show you this. What was cool in the package, I got a cool sticker. And along with, I've had this one, but check this out. It even came with a little bug, a little fly. Thing is sweet. I think that's cool, right? So if you're interested, you can get these on Blade HQ, I think, Knife Center, or just order them directly through Flytanium, which I did. And again, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but it doesn't fit on all the Minimalists. The only one that it does not fit from what they mentioned was the Wharncliffe. So I don't know. Let's give you another overview what it looks like. It's decent looking. Again, fits really well. I think that's the key. So I'm going to continue and finish this here off the camera. But if you're interested, hope this helps you. Have yourself a good day.